is going on YouTube? My name is Pedro and welcome back to the channel where we never turn off the console. Today I have a special one for you guys. I present to you my honest review of Trials of Mana. So possibly you guys never heard about this game before the announcement of this remake. And probably there are many of you that never heard about this game at all. And for some reason, God knows why, this game has slept under the radar of many gamers. So let me talk to you about it while I'll give to you my honest opinion about the remake of Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana is a remake of Seiken Densetsu 3 released in 1995 on Japan, and it is the sequel to the very successful Secrets of Mana for the SNES, but unfortunately was never released in Europe or the US, until last year when the collection of Mana was released for the Nintendo Switch, where the game title changed from Seiken Densetsu 3 to Trials of Mana. This game is an action RPG developed by Square Enix, and it is like an apology to the hardcore fans of the series after the disaster that was the Secrets of Mana remake. But even if you are a newcomer just like me, you will appreciate and be very pleased with what the world of Trials of Mana has to show you. Before you start the adventure, you need to choose one protagonist and two sidekicks from 6 different characters with a unique story. We have a choice between Duran, a high soldier from Valsina, Angela, that is a princess from Altina, Hawkeye, a renowned thief from Navarro, Charlotte, a resident from Wendell. Yeah, I'm not kidding, she talks like a baby.
You didn't know it, but you helped your chances! I'm actually the granddaughter of the Priest of Light!
Reese, a princess from Loran, and finally we have Kevin, a beastman that barely knows how to speak.
Monsters all over Cascade Cavern, but I can fight. Fight with you and help. Kevin. My name is Kevin.
So I started with Hawkeye as my main character, and to join him I chose Angela and Kevin. And Hawkeye's story goes something like this. He is a member of a guild of noble thieves from Navarro, but he had to escape prison and go away for a crime that he hasn't committed, the murder of his friend Eagle. Hawkeye is being framed by the witch Isabella that is controlling and manipulating the leader of the guild, Lord Flamkan. She is the one that killed Eagle, and then on top of that she cursed Jessica, Eagle's sister and another close friend of our hero. So Hawkeye's mission is to return with a solution to break the curse from Jessica and save Navarro from the evil hands of Isabella. At the beginning of the journey we encounter Kevin, that is looking for a way to bring his wolf puppy back to life, after his father Gauser, the king of the Beastmen, has forced him to kill his own puppy. And then we met with Angela, that is on the run from her mother, the True Queen, that wants to use her as a sacrifice to cast a spell to unlock the power of the Mana Stones. All of them are going to the same place looking for answers, to the holy city of Vendel to speak with the Priest of Light. Along the way, the protagonist meets with Fairy that came from the Mana Sanctuary, the place where the Mana Tree stands, a special tree that is the source of mana to the world. Fairy left the sanctuary because the mana balance of the world was fading, and she selects, in my case, Hawkeye, to be the one destined to wield the Sword of Mana and help her getting things back to normal. And there you go, embarking on a journey, looking for answers and to save the world. So now, enough of story, and let me talk about the things that I enjoyed the most during my time playing Trials of Mana. The most amazing thing in this game has to be, hands down, the soundtrack. Just absolutely incredible. It is really charming and fun to listen to, just because of the music is one of those games capable of putting a smile on your face when you're having a bad day. Listen to this. Aren't you excited to play this game? To go along with the excellent music, you have really nice graphics, full of color, and they fit like a glove on this almost exotic and relaxing experience. You go through beautiful scenarios like Lakeside Town Astoria and the Cascade Cavern, battling enemies, looking for treasures, and trying to spot a cute little cactus that every 5 times that you find him will give you an helpful reward. Another awesome thing about Trials of Mana is the replayability that this game has, with 6 different stories to choose from, and even if you want to play again with your favorite character, you have the ability to make your experience feel new and fresh due to the training system implemented. You have 2 class changes, one once you get to level 18 and the second at level 38. That will give you the choice between different stat boosts, new moves, and unique passive abilities, making the second playthrough with the same character interesting as possible. This is such a nostalgic game. If you have played some RPGs from that time, you will notice the similarities and you will get the feeling that this is a remake that was done specially thinking on the true fans of the franchise. But at the same time, believe me, it's extremely inviting for new players. And I have to say that I enjoy the fact that the number of NPCs that you encounter all around are reduced, with the only differentiation between them being the color scheme, just like it happens in older RPG games. In my opinion, it gives that true special meaning to the mainline characters. The combat system is a lot of fun, easy to start, but it can take some time for you to perfectly master it, especially if your intentions are to play the game in the highest difficulty. You will have to master the dodge mechanic as well as the combos and the best way and moments to cast spells. The character growth mechanism is really simple to use. Every time your character levels up, it gains a training point that can be spent to acquire attributes and abilities from 5 different stats: strength, stamina, spirit, intellect, and luck. For every character there are stats that you should prioritize, but the game gives you the possibility to do whatever you want. The story is good enough. Not an amazing one, but this is coming from me that I'm a newcomer to the series. I can imagine that for big fans of the Mana games, they appreciate the story much more than I do. But let me tell you that it is pretty nice and it will keep you interested in the world, the characters and everything that is happening. And I have to say that the common enemies in Trials of Mana are more cute than threatening. It's almost a shame to beat them up. Look at this one, so cute!
It's the enemy!
Hey! He bit me! But I also have some complaints about the game, and let me start by talking about the camera. More specifically, the camera in combat. It is far from perfection, and it can be annoying from time to time. During battle, from time to time, you won't be able to see the enemy that you are battling with because you are stuck in the middle of a tree and a wall, and that makes it difficult to dodge the enemy's attacks, and that is crucial for you to do those huge plays. But it's not a deal breaker, you will get used to it and be able to readjust your camera position pretty quickly with practice. Although hardcore fans can be pleased with the fact that this game is full voice act this time around, they can have some complaints about it because of the quality. It seems like they simply gave the scripts to the actors without showing them the characters' expressions, because the way the actor speaks most of the time don't match the reaction from character in game. And to help out with the shit show, the dialogue can become tedious for being so slow and with way many breaks for...
But... Carl... he's...
A pity.
and that sort of stuff. And the last thing that I have to point out is the fact that the towns are too similar in terms of aesthetics. like the buildings and the interiors. Of course, the original has the excuse of hardware limitations, but for 2020 Square Enix could have been a little bit more creative, giving to every location a more personal touch. I don't mind that with the NPCs because of the nostalgia factor and being loyal to the original, but the towns definitely could have been a little bit more expanded and more unique in terms of design. So with all of that being said, I have to tell you that I'm having a lovely time with Trials of Mana. I'm having a lovely time getting to know the story, the different characters, and exploring every location of this world that I have never visited before. I am close to finish my first playthrough, and without a doubt that I'm going to replay the game with the characters that I haven't used. So considering everything positive and everything less good with the game, my ranking for Trials of Mana Remake is 8 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upload that I do to YouTube. Drop a like on the video, comment down below your thoughts about this game, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye!